Hi.
Good. Now Miss Poppy here is about 17 years old, and she is a good-looking cockatoo. Now you can tell, if you look at her head, she has these lovely salmon or peach-colored feathers right here. Good, nice job. That makes her a nice good-looking cockatoo. If you saw those feathers, you can look and check out all of her other ones. So she's got these nice little flight feathers down here. Good. She has these feathers that are made out of keratin. Now, keratin is the same thing that our hair and our nails are made out of. So, just like our hair, her feathers do fall out every once in a while. They do grow back. When she waved at you guys can check out her little toes that she has here. She's got two nice little toes in front and two toes in back. Her toes have those nice little nails on them. Again, just like our nails, they are made out of keratin, so they do grow. So some animals under human care do need a little extra help taking care of themselves. So like Miss Poppy here, we do teach her to file those nails down. So just like we file our nails, we'll take a nail file, we'll hold on her foot and just kind of shimmy them down so she can have nice blunt nails. We don't want pointy nails. And then her beak is the same way. So as you guys check out her beak, you'll see it's also made out of keratin. Good. And it does grow as well. So naturally foraging animals like parrots here, they do wear that beak down over time. You do want it to wear it down a little bit because if it grows too much, it can actually inhibit her ability to eat. So if you did need to help her out a little bit, same thing as her nails, we can actually file it down. But we can actually file it down a little bit to help her so she can eat, which is awesome. Now as Poppy showed off her lovely little feet, you saw that there were two toes in the front and two toes in back. Now that's what we call zygodactylous feet, which is perfect for perching birds like Poppy here. Now Poppy's going to show off a little bit for you. She is going to use those toes, climb onto the rope, climb onto the perch, and good, get all the way up there. Good job, Poppy. You show off a little bit. So she's using those toes to grip the perch. Good. Nice going. Good. Now, these guys are super duper intelligent. Does anybody know why they may not make great pets, even though they are super duper smart? Yeah.
They'll be good escape artists.
I'm sorry?
They'll be good escape artists.
Good escape artists. Yep, we do have some that literally will do anything to get out of their cage. One of our trainers came in the other morning and she was running around the bird room. So yeah, that's absolutely one. They are very intelligent, they're very mischievous, they work very hard to be naughty. Another reason is that these guys live a super long time. Yep, so a lot of times people ask us how we came about having some of our animals here. And in the case of most of our birds, they actually were owned by certain people and then they were no longer able to take care of them. So Poppy here actually came to us when one of her owners could no longer care for her because she had her for quite a while, and then she got too old to look after her. So her and some of her friends have come to us because of that. So she spends all of her time here. Isn't that right, Poppy? So they do live a very long time, 60 to 80 years. So that's a long time to have a pet, it's a long time to have a bird. These birds also have the cognitive ability of about a 2-year-old. So if you can imagine having a 2-year-old, 60 to 80 years, hey, that's not good. That's a long time. Now we're going to have Poppy show off a little bit of how smart she is. They do have powerful vision. They do have the ability to see in color. So I have 4 rings here. Oops, if I don't throw them everywhere. I have 4 rings here, and Miss Poppy knows to only pick up the red ones. So we're going to spread them on out. See if Miss Poppy can figure out where the red ones are. Yeah, over here. Can you pick them up? Good job. Good. Good. Nice job, Poppy. She said, yeah, those are all red. Good job. Now they do have those very powerful eyes, and they have a very extendable neck, so they can actually move their head all the way around good, so they can give them a nice 360-degree view. Yeah, good job. Now, we talked about Poppy being a parrot, so that does make her a perching bird, so she spends a lot of her time in tall trees. And something that is affecting a lot of animals that do live in trees is called habitat degradation, which just means she is kind of losing her home out in the wild. So, Poppy here is going to demonstrate some of the things that we can do to help with habitat degradation. So we are going to give Poppy a piece of trash here, and we're going to see what she decides to do with it. Good, nice job. She's going to take her trash and she's gonna put it in the recycling bin. Just like we should do if we have trash and the ability to recycle some of our goods, so that way they have a new life elsewhere. Reduce the amount that ends up in our landfills. Poppy, just like the rest of us, has some toys and things that we may not necessarily need anymore. So Poppy's going to show us all what we can do with extra stuff that we may no longer need to help give to somebody in need or to reduce waste ending up in our landfills. Poppy's going to take it, good, put it in her car and take it all the way down to the thrift stores. Now, there's multiple reasons why we want to do that. Obviously, we want to help with habitat degradation. But there's another reason we may want to help reduce, reuse, and recycle, and that's to save a pretty penny. Good job, Poppy. All right, guys, and running out of snacks from Miss Poppy here. We want to thank you guys so much for coming out to our burger talk this morning. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for coming and spending time with us this morning. Say hi. Good. Nice job. Does anyone have a question? No. Okay, that's totally fine. A lot of people do ask if they have the ability to mimic speech. They do. Poppy here doesn't have a lot of vocalizations, what we would call on cue. Just meaning I can't ask her to do them right now. So that's something that we use called capturing. So we'll have her offer it, and then we will have her feed and get nice rubbies and scratchies for doing those fun vocalizations. So the one that she can do right now is, what are you? Pretty bird. Say, we're working on other ones. Questions on anything? No, awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Say woohoo.
Woohoo.
Nice job, guys. Thank you so much.